Kash Patel, man, this man. That's all he was doing today to the Democrats. I mean, all he was doing.
The rest of the interview. This is why snippets of information are often misleading and detrimental to this committee's advice and consent process.
If you consent, I would love to have 5 hours of questions, and then I could read the whole transcripts.
You've got 2 minutes.
I know, right?
The rest.
That man said, look, you got 2 minutes. Kash Patel has the Democrats in fear. For what, though? What are they so afraid of? I know. Obviously, getting caught with all their corruption and all of the warfare, political warfare that has been used in the past, especially in this previous administration, against Donald Trump and anybody whom is a supporter of Donald Trump. I'll just blanket it under that like that. Now, we're going to just briefly go through what Kash Patel's experience was like during his Senate hearing. I don't have much time today, but Adam Schiff, all right, I know it's Schiff now, I know better, is getting obliterated. Oh my God, y'all got to see the way Patel chewed this man up, yo. I mean, whoa.
I want you to turn around. There are Capitol Police officers behind you. They're guarding us. Take a look at them right now. Turn around.
I'm looking at you. You're talking to me.
No, look at them. I want you to look at them if you can, if you have the courage to look them in the eye, Mr. Patel, and tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that—
Oh, this guy's an egomaniac. He just looked at a grown man and just told him, look, and expected him to go, yeah, dog, I would have, nah, man, grown man or woman, an adult, and you gonna look at him and go like, nah, man, no.
In the eye, Mr. Patel, and tell them you're proud of what you did. Tell them you're proud that you raised money off of people that assaulted their colleagues, that pepper sprayed them, that beat them with poles. Tell them you're proud of what you did, Mr. Patel. They're right there. They're guarding you today. Tell them how proud you are.
That's an abject lie, and you know it. I've never, ever accepted violence against law enforcement. I've worked with these men and women, as you know,
you
my entire
glorified
life,
it in song,
and I did not make a single dime out of
in
it.
song. Well, let me.
How about you ask them if I have their backs, and let's see about that answer.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Patel. Let me ask you this. If an FBI director promoted a song of people who sprayed pepper spray in the face of an FBI agent, would you say they were fit to be director?
Mr. Schiff?
Yes or no? Would they be fit to be director?
What is he even talking about? Like, can you make what you're referring to clear to the people who don't have an understanding?
In song. Well, let me.
How about you ask them if I have their backs, and let's see about that answer.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Patel. Let me ask you this. If an FBI director promoted a song of people who sprayed pepper spray in the face of an FBI agent, would you say they were fit to be director?
Mr. Schiff?
Yes or no? Would they be fit to be director?
I am fit to be the director of the FBI.
If you were the FBI director and you promoted a song with someone who beat an FBI agent with a pole, would you say you were fit to be FBI director?
Mr. Schiff, I am fit to be FBI director based on my 16 years of government service.
And yet you did all these things, Mr. Patel. You can say, oh, I support law enforcement, I decry violence against law enforcement. You could say all that.
Shut up!
It's what you did, Mr. Patel, that matters. It's what you did that matters. Well, let me ask you about something else.
This guy, he deals with power control issues. I can just tell by the way he tried to conduct that. He tried to verbally bully Kash Patel, so to speak. Look over here, woo, woo, woo. Now, wouldn't you say this? Yes or no? You know, granted, Kash Patel is not letting up even a little bit in terms of his aura and demeanor. He's definitely keeping himself together. I feel like he's holding his composure amazing. Donald Trump's picks so far, I mean, we still have to get to Tulsi. I mean, but so far, right, so far they all are showing promise. Somebody said pencil neck Schiff is as emotional as those Karen's White House women. He can't handle Patel's straight talk. Take a look at them right now. Turn around. Plastic deflection. Patel's got the backbone Schiff wishes he had. Seriously, man. I don't know what point he was trying to prove there either. And in addition to that, I felt like Patel even came off more boss because he responded with, hey, how about you ask them if they feel like I got they back? Which put the ball back in Schiff's court. and he couldn't, score. So this was breaking news right here. Well, I don't think it's breaking news. It's obviously from the Senate hearing. From Congress, Marsha Blackburn has just gloriously called out all the Democrats who fear Kash Patel's confirmation. The Epstein client list is coming, and they are alleging that a lot of the pushback that has been given to Patel or RFK or Tulsi are from those who may be on or associated with someone who may be on that list. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and check this out.
Their questions, and it has led me to one thing. Why are the Democrats so afraid of you?
I don't know, Senator. You'd have to ask them.
Well, I tell you what I think, and listening to their questions and your responses, which we appreciate, they know that you're going to go in and you're going to clean up that political cabal that has been over there for years. You are going to reposition the FBI to its core mission. You stated that earlier in this hearing, and there will be no more political persecutions and no more two tiers of justice. And they have liked having two tiers of justice. They have enjoyed it, and it has helped them. They think in their political mission, they've enjoyed targeting Catholics. They've enjoyed targeting parents. But the American people have said they want no more of that. And our colleagues know you're going to clean it up. I want to talk to you about the Epstein case. I have worked on this for years, trying to get those records of who flew on Epstein's plane and who helped him build this international human trafficking, sex trafficking ring. Now, earlier, I urged then Chairman Durbin to subpoena.
Now, I want to say that I like how she set that up, though, how she started it off with, everybody, you got people scared. Why you got Democrats scared? You know what I'm saying? And then she goes to talk about the Epstein list.
Trying to get those records of who flew on Epstein's plane and who helped him build this international human trafficking, sex trafficking ring. Now, earlier, I urged then Chairman Durbin to subpoena those records, and I ended up being blocked by Senator Durbin and Christopher Wray. They stonewalled on this, and I know that breaking up these trafficking rings is important to President Trump. So will you work with me on this issue so we know who worked with Jeffrey Epstein in building these sex trafficking rings?
Absolutely, Senator. Child sex trafficking has no place in the United States of America, and I will do everything, if confirmed as FBI director, to make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened in the past and how we are going to.
Amen. And this is what the American people voted for. This is what we voted for right here. Donald Trump, we voted for Donald Trump to be able to get people put in place to be able to handle these type of situations. And I was finna say Donald Trump picked Kash Patel was one of his best decisions ever. I feel like this guy's very genuine. And child sex trafficking or trafficking with adults, trafficking period, missing children. This has been an issue in America that has been ongoing, but under the Biden administration, over 300,000 children. Come on now. We know now, and then Trump gets in office, and within a week, he finds nearly a third of them. Makes you go, and makes you also look at the Biden administration and go, okay, well, what did y'all know that y'all chose not to act upon? Which makes y'all even, man. So, America, we're not ever going to heal from that. And nor are we going to heal from, we're never going to be able to heal from y'all telling us that Jeffrey unalived himself. Anyhow, Kash Patel sends, how you say her name? Klobuchar, a Democrat, into a hissing meltdown with a single perfect response.
Before I call on Senator Lee.
Could he just answer the question if he said that the FBI...
Oh, this is Amy. She annoys me.
Headquarters where they investigate cybercrime and terrorism should be shut down and opened as a deep state.
Hey, Mr. Chair.
As a museum. Did he say that the headquarters should be shut down?
Mr. Chair.
I deserve an answer to that question. He is asking to be head of the FBI, and he said that their headquarters should be shut down.
Mr. Chair, parliamentary inquiry.
You got anything you want to say, Mr. Patel, before I go on to Senator Lee?
Simply this. If the best attacks on me are going to be false accusations and grotesque mischaracterizations, the only thing this body is doing is defeating the credibility of the men and women at the FBI.
Amen.
I stood with them here in this country. In every theater of war we have, I was on the ground in service of this nation. And any accusations leveled against me that I would somehow put political bias before the Constitution are grotesquely unfair. And I will have you reminded that I have been endorsed by over 300,000 law enforcement officers to become the next director of the FBI. Let's ask them.
Mr. Chairman, I am quoting his own words from September of 2024.
I am quoting his own words from September 2024.
It is his own words. It is not some conspiracy. It is what Mr. Patel actually said himself. Facts matter.
You forget that you had 3 minutes in the next round to say what you just said.
Okay.
You see, they even getting chewed out by their own. Oh my gosh! I mean, come on now. And the fact that Kash Patel, that is, stood 10 toes down on not diving into the false accusations as he claims, man. Kudos to him. Watching these hearings makes me realize just how flawed of a human I am. I can't control, but I wouldn't be able to keep my cool like that. I'm just saying. After this, though, I wouldn't be able to keep my cool. Blumenthal, or how you say this guy's name, completely ignores Kash Patel's answers and gaps about him failing. Bro. And then listen to how he answered, and then listen to what this guy saying he failed to. Well, I just repeated that. I literally just repeated. But the point I'm making is, bro, everybody in the world would agree that this guy, Senator Richard, is a goofball.
You've committed that the FBI will not be politicized. So here's your first test. Will you commit that you will not tolerate the firing of the FBI agents?
He was talking to all his friends about this. He was like, man, I got a whole test I'm going to put him through. He don't pass that test, and he's not making it. Shut up.
Who worked with the special counsel's office on these investigations?
Senator, I appreciate the time to visit with you.
It is a yes or no answer, and it is your first test.
Senator, every FBI employee will be held to the absolute same standard, and no one will be terminated for case assignments.
And I'm not going to accept that answer, because if you can't commit that those FBI agents will be protected from political retribution, we can't accept you as FBI director.
All FBI employees will be protected against political retribution.
Those individuals deserve to be protected from Trump retribution. That was your first test. You failed it.
By saying all FBI employees should be protected?
Right. I'm failing by saying that all bro, come on, dog. Protecting people is failing? Somebody said, what about the people? Ugh, I can't watch any of this BS anymore. I can't imagine being denanged. I actually said the word kind of like I was of an Asian accent, though. That stolen valor liar has no shame. That's because Senator Richard is nothing but a lying, corrupt who lied about his military service. Really? Oh, well. Yeah, I feel if we're in some disturbance of the space-time continuum. All these Dems are totally embarrassing themselves in real time thanks to X, and it still hasn't sunk into their head yet. How you say this guy name? Blumenthal? Okay, wants protection for FBI members who unconstitutionally use lawfare against Donald Trump. That's what it sounded like, because homie, he was just trying to get a soundbite moment, dog. You could tell he was sitting there planning that, like, yo, when I get there, I'm gonna say this to him, and then the crowd gonna do this, and then when I catch him, that gotcha moment, boom, it's over. Whatever, man. John Kennedy, Senator John Kennedy in Kash Patel's hearing, and Santa Surfing posted, "This is golden." Let's see what this clip is like, because I mean, John Kennedy quite literally gave him his props, man. Look at how he did it too.
You've made a lot of people mad, haven't you, Mr. Patel?
Seems so, Senator.
You think maybe you've made the right people mad?
Mm-hmm.
As my FBI agents, the BRIC agents told me when I was running cases with them across this country and around the world, if you're not ticking off some people, you're not doing your job right.
Amen to that.
My colleague and friend Senator Durbin called you a conspiracy theorist. You remember that?
I do, Senator.
You were instrumental in revealing that the Trump-Russia election collusion hoax was a hoax, weren't you?
Yes, sir. I was a lead investigator.
Sounds to me like we need to get some new conspiracy theories because all the old ones turned out to be true.
Facts matter, Senator.
Yeah. I mean, conspiracy theorists are up something like 37-0.
Yes. Conspiracy theorists, as the left-wing media labels people like myself, or well, not myself, I'm sorry. Wow, complete cap. Nowhere near the standard of or a resume like a Kash Patel. That was a complete slip up, but I meant a Kash Patel. I would say that was a really good exchange. I like the fact that he gave him his props and his kudos and everybody face. But really, why are the Democrats so rattled, man? I really don't get it. I know Mike Miller, whom Senator Mike Lee, I'm sorry, I said Miller. Wow. He actually gave Kash Patel his kudos as well. He said he knocked it out the park. Y'all check this out right here.
Kash Patel knocked it out of the park. I've been in the Senate for 14 years, on the Judiciary Committee the entire time. I don't think I've ever seen a nominee facing so many headwinds perform so masterfully, handle himself so flawlessly as Kash Patel did today. Look, they threw everything at him they had, and every single time he proved up to the task. Here's the thing, Laura. There's so much pearl clutching going on here. These are the same people who looked the other way for the last 4 years as a campaign of politically motivated lawfare has been underway, wreaking havoc on the American constitutional form of government. Not a peep out of them, not a worry in the world about the political weaponization of the FBI.
Nope.
Now you've got somebody coming in promising to clean it up, and they hate him for it. They're irate about the fact that somebody's going to be doing that. They're the ones now panicked about lawfare when Kash Patel all along has said it's wrong, he's not going to engage in it, and they don't want to take yes for an answer. Kash Patel...
I mean, just think about this for a second, y'all. You have RFK Jr., whom campaigned as a Democrat, who's trying to make America healthier. And the Democrats are terrified of that. So they bash him for it. Just trying to make us healthier. Concerned about our health. Then you have, which is also a safety concern, however, then you have Kash Patel, whom is trying to make sure that not only are we protected as American citizens on a general level, but he's also going to now hold the police and all these three-letter agencies accountable and also bring a level of transparency back to the American people from what's going on behind the curtain of these three-letter agencies. Man, the deep state, boy, they shook. They got it, bro. You got to be terrified right now. I mean, you got to be terrified if you're a Democrat. I just said. Really? I want to know, do y'all think that he will be confirmed? If I'm judging based on how he handled himself, and that was the actual requirement, if it wasn't like a DEI requirement, then I'll say he did an exceptional job. But, you know, these are the Democrats. You got to figure out what they decide is an exceptional job. I feel like he nailed everything in this hearing. I think he did an exceptional job, as Mike said, flawless. I mean, flawless. I was definitely very much so impressed with him today. Somebody said, get this man working ASAP, confirm Kash now. We need Kash. Hey, I can get behind that slogan. I'm just saying, if that was the slow look, you know what I mean? Kash did great and stood his ground. What an awesome takedown, Senator Dick Durbin and the other senators to their faces after they slandered Kash. Cash. Wow. They better learn quickly that they are messing with the wrong person, as Cash is more than able to defend himself. Definitely. He says, more interest in wow. My fault, y'all. I will say this. I'm going to say thank you to each and every last one of y'all, though, for all of y'all love and support and all of the donations. And, I mean, really, all of the positive messages and everything of that nature. I got to say, I'm extremely grateful for y'all for that. Make sure y'all check out the description if I haven't put it in my pinned comment for y'all to join me on all my social media. Y'all know we got to stand on business everywhere else too now, not just here on this platform. I would love to continue interacting with you guys. And y'all been hitting me up a lot on patreon.com/Kingdom Crew. Make sure y'all check that out as well. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. And I'm going to catch you in the next video.